Hey team, it's Rebecca, and I just want to take a couple minutes and talk to y'all about something that I think is going to be really helpful for our November promo that corporate's rolling out that we're all super excited about. Something that we talked about a bunch, and I've posted different videos, but it's never been a YouTube video so that you can share it with your teams and things like that. But it seems like something that I get asked about most often is about our cold call emails. And these are typically to people that are in your warm market, but that have really not shown any interest in Plexus. They don't like your post or anything like that, but that you know that they're going to be someone that you want in your business. I've said before that probably 80% of my level ones are from these cold call emails, and I think that mastering those and implementing those into your DMO, or just that your brain is constantly thinking of, is who can you pursue for these cold call contacts. I think that one of the first things that I would say about doing these is that they need to be way more on personal and less on all the systemic, the important intricacies of our compensation plan and our business and even network marketing. This needs to open the door for communication so that you can get into some of those details later. But right now, you're just letting them know that you think they're going to be good at this. I feel like these emails never need to be anything that you can copy and paste from one person to the next. It needs to be intentional and purposeful for this one person. And so if you're someone that's going through your Facebook and going through all the A's, have you sent a message to them all the B's, and just copying, pasting one message to each person the same thing, that doesn't really work. I think people see that, and I mean, you may get a hit every once in a while, but you're going to get the most bang for your buck when you're super intentional. And I would really be thinking, what are the qualities that are important to you in finding someone that's going to partner with you in this business. I sometimes talk a little bit about, Plexus allows us each to capitalize on some of our strengths and to say, okay, I'm good at this, and this is really helpful in my business. But also what totally has come out in me is I start to see, and I am really lacking and really weak in this area or in that area or in several areas. And that's okay. And the great thing about multi-level marketing is you're building a team, and so you're pulling from several different people to make a team where you're each bringing different things to the table. And so it's great if you can find someone that's a power partner, or even a 3 or 4-some where you're each bringing different things to the table, and that allows you to kind of lead together. Elizabeth and Christy and Timmy and I all have very different personalities. We have very different strengths and weaknesses, and so I think that's been very helpful on our team, because we've kind of been able to lead together, and you've seen lots of our maybe our strengths highlighted, and then each of us can kind of cover up some of the places where the others are not as strong. But when you're looking for those people, don't be afraid to look for, maybe you're thinking, oh, I can't appeal to the crunchy mamas because I'm not crunchy, but that's not necessarily true. You can show them the business side of things and why their strength in natural living and their just knowledge in that area, combined with how y'all can pair together and how y'all can grow a team together. But I would definitely be looking for people that are that have a grasp on social media and how to carry themselves on social media. I'm looking for people, when I'm looking at who I'm looking for, it might be different for you, but when I'm looking for someone, I'm looking for people that are people of influence, that when they put something on Facebook that people are responding, they have an audience. I'm looking for people that are plugged into different areas. I'm looking for people that want to help people. Not necessarily a pro or a con, maybe someone that's been involved in network marketing before, so they know a little bit about it, and I can tell them why Plexus is different. I want to be looking for people that sometimes are looking for a way to make some extra money. And the good thing is there's not just a whole lot of people that are like, I do not want to make any more money, and I do not want to ever feel any better than I do right this minute. Like, typically those people don't exist. But finding that angle. And then when I write to them, I want it to be super personal, and that I am putting the belief in them before they really even think to believe in themselves, because they may have scrolled through all of your Plexus posts, and it probably could have never occurred to them that they could do this too. They probably have had the thought, must be nice, must be great, going on all those vacations or going on all these trips or making extra money for the holidays or whatever, but it doesn't occur to them, hey, I could do that too. So tell them why. Tell them why they would be good at this. Maybe even tell them how Plexus has been good and a good fit for you, and how you can see that those same qualities, you can see them in that person. But you're instilling belief in them, especially if there's someone that doesn't have people that really believe in them. So having you to be their cheerleader. What I'll say about kind of coming across more, and I'm going to enclose, I'm going to list a couple examples of just what I say to people. What I have noticed about coming across more personal and more a letter specifically to that person is that my responses, my response percentage, where you're not just seeing seen on the bottom of your note forever, are a lot higher, because they know that I'm geared in. You know, I was an English major, so I always think of an attention getter in the beginning. I want to do an attention getter. I want them to know, hey, I'm plugged in with you. I don't go right into Plexus. I kind of draw them into something that I thought was funny. There's something about them. Like, the truth is, if you're going after this person, it's because you want them. And you don't need to be scared to build them up, and not in a flattery way, but to tell them, here's why you're valuable to me and why you would be valuable to my team and why I want you. That's the point of your letter. It's just to open that door of communication. You don't have to get into all the stereotypes of network marketing. Why, go ahead and start hammering down all the objections. That's not the time. This is not the time. It's just to start a conversation. So our team has come, your leadership in this team, Elizabeth messaging me was a cold email. Me emailing Christy, a cold email. Christy emailing Timmy, a cold email. I actually had emailed Timmy a couple times, and she did not respond. That's okay. But she did to Christy. And but just it's kind of gone through that way. I've seen a lot of those. There aren't very many people that just fall in your lap. At least there haven't been for me. So if you're just that person that's just putting a link up saying, join my team, and wondering why you aren't getting any hits, that probably has something to do with it. So start the conversation. Maybe this week think, I'm going to contact 10 people. And this is the time with this November promo going on. Hello. But list out those 10 people and write great emails to those 10. And it's going to make a huge difference. If you just get one, it's a huge difference. So be bold and get out of your comfort zone a little bit. It's worth it. It really is. And there could be someone out there that's looking for this. And don't be afraid if someone is hesitant and not really feeling it on your first go. Several of my strongest legs are people that weren't interested in the beginning, and not for months. I can think of, Christy Hull for almost 6 months or somewhere in there, 4 to 6 months, kept putting me off. I think of Tori Jacobs for almost a year, or Brandy Gorsline and Victoria Crane. I think some people that for a long time were just like, nah, not feeling it. Put them down. Go write in your planner that you're going to come back to them in 4 to 6 weeks and check in and keep checking in. Don't just get your feelings hurt and go, they don't want this. Keep checking in. But this week, make a list of those 10 people. And if 100's too daunting, we always say make your 100-person list, then do 10. And then just keep your eyes open. Maybe pray about it. God, who would be great on my team? Show me that. Show me the indicators for who I'm looking for that would be really good at this. But I've gotten a little long-winded, but the cold emails work, and you should do it. I'm making my new list of 10 today, so you better hurry or I might get to them first. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.